Welcome to Learn English. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. The Mysterious Letter. Emma was walking home from school. It was a sunny afternoon, and the wind was blowing softly. She loved this time of the day because she could take her time and enjoy the fresh air. As she walked past an old house, she saw something strange on the ground. It was a small, red envelope with a gold seal. "What is this?" she whispered to herself. She looked around. There was nobody in the street. Carefully, she picked up the envelope and turned it around. On the front, there was a name written in beautiful handwriting. For Emma. Emma's heart started beating fast. For me? But who left this letter here? She thought. She looked at the house. It was old, abandoned, and dark. Nobody had lived there for years. With shaking hands, she opened the letter. Inside, there was a small note. "If you want to know the truth, come back at midnight." Emma's eyes grew wide. What truth? Who left this for me? She knew she shouldn't go out at night, but she had to know. That night, Emma couldn't sleep. She kept looking at the clock, 11:30 p.m., 11:45 p.m., 11:55 p.m. Finally, at midnight, she put on her jacket and left the house silently. The streets were empty and quiet. Only the sound of the wind moved the trees. She walked quickly to the old house. When she arrived, she saw a shadow near the door. "Who's there?" she asked, trying to sound brave. A man in a long coat stepped forward. He had a kind smile and old, tired eyes. "Emma, you came," he said. "Who are you?" she asked. The man took a deep breath. "I knew your grandmother," he said. Emma's heart skipped a beat. "My grandmother? But she died years ago." "Yes," the man said, pulling something from his pocket. It was an old photo. It showed her grandmother when she was young, standing in front of this same house. Next to her, there was a little boy. "That's me," the man said. Emma gasped. "But why did you call me here?" The man smiled sadly. "Because there's something you need to know," he said. The man took out an old key and walked to the front door. "This house belonged to your grandmother. She had a secret, a treasure that she never told anyone about." Emma's eyes widened. "A treasure?" she repeated. The man unlocked the door, and they stepped inside. The house smelled like old books and dust. The wooden floor creaked under their feet. The man led her to the fireplace and pointed at a brick in the wall. "Your grandmother always told me that if anything happened to her, I should find her granddaughter and show her this." Emma's hands shook as she pushed the brick. Suddenly, a small door opened in the wall. Inside, there was a wooden box. She opened it and gasped. Inside, there was a gold necklace with a beautiful blue stone and a letter with her grandmother's handwriting. Emma slowly opened the letter and began to read. "My dear Emma, if you are reading this, it means you have found the truth. This necklace belonged to my mother, and now it is yours. It will always protect you and remind you of where you come from. Take care of it and never forget who you are. With love, Grandma." Tears filled Emma's eyes. She looked at the man. "Thank you," she whispered. The man smiled and nodded. "Your grandmother was a special woman. She wanted you to have this." Emma held the necklace tightly. She felt a warmth in her heart. She had lost her grandmother years ago, but tonight, she felt closer to her than ever before. and she knew that this was just the beginning of a new adventure. Here are questions about today's story. Write your answers in the comments below. Let's see how many you get right. Who left the letter for Emma? A. An old man who knew her grandmother. B. A stranger from another country. What did Emma find inside the secret box? A. A gold necklace and a letter from her grandmother. B. A map that led to a hidden island. What was special about the house Emma visited? A. It was a new house for sale in the neighborhood. B. It belonged to her grandmother and had a hidden treasure.